Okay, so let's talk about one of the biggest challenges when you're learning English, actually speaking with confidence. It's not just about knowing the words, it's about feeling good when you say them. So how do we get there? Let's break it all down.
Does this question hit home? You know that feeling, right? That little knot in your stomach just before you have to speak, that voice in your head worrying about what other people are going to think? If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you are in exactly the right place.
Meet Alex. This feeling he's talking about, it is probably the #1 thing that holds people back. That fear of being judged. But here's the deal. You are so not alone in this. And even more importantly, it's a fear we can absolutely work through. Together.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we're going to face that fear head on. Then, we'll totally bust the myth of the perfect speaker. After that, we'll start thinking about confidence like a muscle you can build. I'll give you a super simple daily workout, and then we'll see how all of this applies to, well, pretty much everything in life.
First step is the simplest, but maybe the most important. We just have to acknowledge the fear. That worry about what people will think. It's a huge barrier, isn't it? But here's the key. The second you realize this is a totally shared experience, not some personal flaw, that's the moment you start taking its power away.
Now let's talk about the biggest mental block of all, the perfect speaker trap. This is that sneaky idea that you have to be flawless every time you open your mouth. It's also what keeps so many of us completely silent. So let's work on shifting that mindset right now.
Just look at this shift. It's everything. On one side, you've got the mindset that keeps you stuck and scared, but on the other side, that's the one that sets you free. Embracing mistakes isn't just okay, it's literally the only way you can actually learn and get better.
And that's the real secret right there. Confidence is not born from perfection. Not at all. It's built in the messy, kind of clumsy, imperfect act of just trying. Your goal should always be progress, never perfection.
And this brings us to what I think is the most powerful mindset shift of all. Thinking of your confidence as a muscle. Seriously, it's not something you either have or you don't. It's something you actively build.
So let's just redefine this whole thing. Confidence is a skill, just like playing the guitar or learning to cook. You build it with small, consistent actions over time. It's not some magical trait you're born with, it's the direct results of practice.
And this is the core of it all. Every single time you open your mouth to try and speak English, especially when you feel nervous, you are doing a rep at the confidence gym. Each little attempt, no matter how small, makes that muscle just a little bit stronger.
Okay, so that's the theory. But how do we actually build this muscle? Well, here is your daily workout plan. This is where we turn all these ideas into real, concrete action.
And you want to know the best part? This isn't some huge, overwhelming commitment. We are talking 5 minutes. That's it. Just 5 minutes a day is more than enough to start making a real, noticeable difference.
So, what does this 5-minute workout look like? 3 simple exercises. First, just speak every single day to build the habit. Second, try something called shadowing. Just listen to native speakers and repeat what they say. It really helps your flow. And third, use simple words. The goal is to connect with someone, not write a novel.
And please remember this. If you get stuck on a word, don't panic. You're not performing on a stage, you're just connecting with another person. Just smile, find a simpler way to say what you mean, and keep going. Trust me, people are so much more understanding than our fears tell us they are.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The tools we're using to build our speaking confidence, they're not just for learning English. These are tools for building confidence in pretty much every area of your life.
These principles are all about shifting your focus inward, right? Stop looking at what everyone else is doing and start celebrating your own small wins. Start seeing failures as just data, not as a disaster. It's really about becoming your own best coach, using positive self-talk and fueling your mind with ideas that lift you up.
This right here is a total game changer. That comparison trap will absolutely rob you of your joy and your motivation. Your journey is yours, and yours alone. The most powerful thing you can do is just focus on how far you've come. So start tracking your wins, no matter how small they seem.
So, I'll leave you with this question. What is the one small action you are going to take today to strengthen your confidence muscle? Maybe it's that 5-minute practice, or maybe it's just celebrating one tiny win from yesterday. Your journey doesn't start tomorrow, it starts right now, with that one single choice.